Hi everyone, I am back with a series review of the show The Newsroom. Now, this show is not new, it was aired several years ago from 2012 to 2014. And it's a funny story how I came across it. It doesn't happen that often that I would do that, but it did happen that way. I was on TikTok just passing some time, and you may have seen this video as well where a news anchor is in front of a bunch of university students, and one of the students asks, "Why is America greatest country in the world?" And the response to that was that it's not. And he gives a this really fantastic monologue about what he thinks the truth is, and that's how I was very intrigued by what the show was. I saw that TikTok a few times before I decided to watch the show. Now, Jeff Daniels playing Will McAvoy is the main character of the show, and he's the person who is actually speaking to the students. So I decided to give the show a shot, and let me say, personally, I was not disappointed. I was hooked. The show did not do that well. It was decent in terms of the audience response, but I watched it. I binge watched it really, and I was hooked. I was so intrigued, so interested by the show. It's a really fast paced show about a newsroom, about a media company and how they present real news and how their struggles are and what happens. And they cover multiple things, like they cover 2012 presidential election, and they cover Boston Marathon bombing. And I'm telling you that I was so like I was so hooked on the show. I loved it. It was fantastically written. The screenplay was really tight. The story was done so well. At least for me personally, I was in love with it. Like I cannot believe I did not know about the show. Now these are the kind of shows that they need better publicity, because I didn't even know this existed until I was watching that video on TikTok, which is a viral TikTok, by the way, because of all of the stuff that's happening in the real world and how people need a reality check, so that video really comes in to see what actually is the truth. And he does speak a lot of truth in there, and that's why the show is really good. Now, Jeff Daniels is just the one character. There are other characters: Emily Mortimer playing Mackenzie, John Gallagher Jr. playing Jim Harper, Alison Pill playing Maggie Jordan, Thomas Sadowski playing Don Kiefer, Dave Patel playing Neil Tempest, Olivia Munn playing Sabbath, sorry, and Sam Waterston also playing Charlie Skinner. Also, we have, I was surprised by it. I didn't know, Jane Fonda in a supporting role as well. She comes and shows a few times. And I'm telling you, if you are somebody who likes to watch a fast paced show about something that's real, but also it's funny, it's serious, it's everything. The show has literally everything in it, and it's really, really good and very well written. I was so surprised that how much I love the show. I don't know why I didn't do very well. I guess my taste is different from general public, and that's not the first time that's happened either. It's not a new thing. So, but I would say watch the first episode, because the show actually begins with that scene where you watch his monologue, where the question is asked and his monologue begins. That's how the show actually begins, as the first episode, literally the first scene of the show, and it just takes off. For me, it was like so good. I was in love with the show, the characters. It is so much fun to watch, and I binge watched it. So I would say try it, give it a shot. If you want to watch something different than some of the shows that you see these days, I think it was really well done, and and the cast, the acting is so good, and you learn little things here and there how news organizations work, because they actually hired experts to help with some of the things that they talk about and how they're handled. It is of course fictional, but it is so induced in reality, and they like merge so well together that it really comes out well, and I highly recommend watching it. It's on Amazon Prime. What did you think about it? Have you seen the show? Is it something that you knew about? Because I had no idea the show existed, um, and um, and I'm glad I watched it. I'm better for it for sure. So please like, share, subscribe my channel, and I would love to know your thoughts. So please comment. So I would love to know what you think. Thank you so much for watching.